If you've gone shopping for a bicycle lately, what you'll pretty quickly realize is how tremendous the range of prices are for bicycles. A racing bicycle can be a $10,000 investment, but just a little bike that you ride around with can be under $100. What's the difference? Well, often safety is the difference. Now, I'm not saying you need to have a $10,000 bike, but the components that are created for an original prototype of a bicycle are often compromised down the road until they're made into a major manufactured item that they can sell for cheap. If you buy something new, like a bicycle, the law presumes that that bike, as long as you're using the way it's supposed to be used, is going to work in a safe manner the way it's supposed to. Now, why am I mentioning this? Because what we find is we get a lot of calls from folks who have been injured, sometimes severely, by a bicycle that just failed, by something, a component on a bicycle that just failed, resulting in a terrible injury. When I meet these clients, almost always, the first thing I hear is, well, gee, we don't know if we have a case. After all, it was just, me with my bicycle. When you find something that fails on the bike, that is a very important thing, and I need you to, whether you hire us or somebody else, you need to preserve the bike. That bike needs to be preserved in a way that for sure nobody could ever question what that bike looked like when you took it out off the ground after the accident. What that's going to require is involving a good law firm with an expert. We use experts who build those $10,000 and $20,000 bicycles. We use those experts to look at our bikes, sometimes $100 bikes. And what they're looking for is two things: either a manufacturer or design defect, but they're also looking for something really critically important. Was there abuse of that bike? Were you taking a normal road bike and were you going off-road with it? Did you damage it in some way? Was it really not the fault of the design or the manufacturer of the bike that caused that fork to break? Did you have notice that the way you abused your bike, it was going to cause something like this? What's at stake is your future. What's at stake is who's going to pay for that medical care. What's at stake is maybe you can do something today that can start a process where thousands of dangerous bikes can get taken off the market. There's another thing to consider. The Ford Pinto was recalled eventually after it blew up and caused substantial injuries. Those cases, why we don't have the Ford Pinto anymore, and why the manufacturers of cars have so much cleaned up their act, is precisely because of folks who brought lawsuits for design and manufacture defects. If you've got a $100 bicycle, well, I can assure you that they manufactured thousands, if not tens of thousands of these things. And if you've got a fork that broke, it could be a safety reason for the entire community, for the entire nation, maybe even the world, that you think about going forward with a case like that. Not just to take care of the future medical needs that you may very well have and probably will, but also to get something dangerous off the marketplace so we don't have somebody else's child or somebody else that's close to somebody injured the same way you were. Those are the things I think about when I meet with a client in a defective bicycle case. For more information, contact us at 303-782-9999 or go to our website at andersonhemmat.com.